Is the coronavirus going to crash the real estate market? Well, stay tuned because we are going to discuss that in this video. Hey everybody, David Calhoun with Keller Williams Integrity Lakes. I am a realtor here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and today I wanted to just share a little bit of information regarding the housing market today versus what we were experiencing back in 2007 and 8. Okay, so let's just go through some facts right now. So before the crash, many homeowners were withdrawing the equity they built. This led to negative equity situations where the amount of their mortgage was greater than the value of their home. Obviously, we remember many foreclosures and short sales followed this, and the values of their homes in the areas were continually lowering. So with lessons learned, owners haven't been cashing out like they did back in 2007. Actually, 500 billion less, in fact. Also, one thing to note is the percent of median income required to own a home back in 2006 and 7 versus what it is today. So as you can see, home values were up in 2007, wages were down, mortgage rates were also high. So affordability was really difficult. One other thing to consider is we have different inventory levels than we did back in 2006, 7, and 8. In 2007, we had over 8 months of inventory available. This was a lot of new construction, a lot of condo developments, and right now we only have 3.1 months of inventory available. Also back in 2007, leading up to the crash, mortgages were plentiful. It was very easy to qualify for a mortgage, much different than they are today. So lending practices absolutely have changed. Today, it's actually quite difficult to get a mortgage. Back in 2007, almost anyone could get a mortgage. One of the factors that impacted the housing market back in 2008 was the rapid appreciation of homes. Some years it was even double digits. Back in 2004, it was 12.5%, which means houses were appreciating at 12.5% in that year. In 2005, 11.4%. As you can see, in 2019, houses only appreciated about 4.7%. In 2018, about 4.8%. So the rate of appreciation has definitely changed. As you know, the coronavirus has absolutely changed the real estate market. A lot of it is due to consumer fear. Some buyers and sellers have lost their jobs and as a result have paused their home buying or home selling. And so obviously I'm not able to tell you with 100% certainty what's going to happen in the future. What we can do and what we did do is look at the facts from leading up to the crash in 2008 and the facts that we are currently experiencing in the house. So hopefully knowing some of those facts helped you form an opinion on whether or not you think the market is going to crash. Obviously we don't have a crystal ball and can tell you with 100% certainty what is going to happen with the market in the future. Even if the market were to crash as a result of this pandemic that we're currently experiencing, we don't know when the prices are actually going to bottom out. So it's impossible to time the market. If you're waiting to buy a house because you want to wait for prices to bottom out, that's not a good strategy because we just don't know when that's going to happen. Prices might surge after this due to pent-up demand and people pausing their home search. Once this passes and people are back to work, we might see buyers come out with a vengeance and it might be even more competitive. So you really don't know what's going to happen. We cannot foresee the future. I would advise you, if you have money set aside for a house as far as a down payment goes, you have living expenses 3 to 6 months set aside, you're pre-approved, your job is stable, you might get a better deal during this pandemic and buying a house right now if you're comfortable, because some buyers have definitely backed off and held off on their search, and which means obviously the demand is a little bit lower. So we're not seeing quite as many showings, we're not seeing quite as many multiple offers. So if you are out there shopping, I advise you keep shopping and find the house that works for your family. You might get a better deal. So if you're not sure if you're ready to buy your house or not, watch this video here above where I talked about some of the things that indicate whether you are ready to buy a house or maybe you're not so much ready to buy a house. So take a look at that video. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single week. Hey, and if you have any specific questions about your situation and the real estate market, feel free to reach out. I have all my contact information in the description box below. Hey, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll catch you on the next video.